And so it's Golden State with it. Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against Denver.
And Kevin, I thought they put together a fantastic offensive game plan in that win. They knew exactly how to exploit the defense, and they really got on a nice roll.
And exploit them they did, see. They were relentless. They kept so much pressure on the defenders over the course of that game.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kevin, Klay Thompson is already an elite shooter, but he isn't done yet. He wants to be a complete off guard. He said, I'm trying to attack more. Everyone knows my jumper is the base of my game, but to be an all-star caliber player one day, I have to finish at the rim. I have to dunk more, show people I can jump. Guys?
He keeps adding layers to his game. Thank you, Doris. Different look here for the Warriors. Ezeli's checked in for Spates. Green comes in for David Lee. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Klay Thompson in for Leandro Barbosa.
Well, as you know, there are polls for just about everything in sports. Last year, Steph Curry was actually voted as the most trustworthy player in the league.
You talked about trust in Steph Curry. It seemed he was able to trust his ankles a bit more last year.
Yeah, that had been a big concern, repeated ankle sprains. Part of the reason the Warriors were able to sign him to such a bargain extension, but when healthy, clearly an all-star and all-league player.
Here's Terry. He's got 5. Ariza has the open look from beyond the arc and then some. And it's a 6-point Houston lead. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Curry cannot hit. Good work defensively by Terry.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
Yeah, not giving up too many second chance opportunities, which is always important, and that's been one of the reasons they have the lead right now.
And the basket by Curry.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Harden, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
James Harden was the most famous beard in the NBA. In fact, he leaves his barber in charge of trimming it, so you can give him all the credit, or maybe the blame, depending on how you look at it.
Harden hits them both. In Harden, a relatively quiet demeanor. Some have even said moody, but clearly he's embraced his new leading role in Houston.
And he said as much himself. He looks at the Rockets as his team, and you can see it in his demeanor on the court. With that leadership comes responsibility, and I think he's ready to continue to step into that.
Ariza has the open look. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And that's now 11 points for Ariza.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Took him no time at all on that one. Curry's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Warriors.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
The wide open look here for Terry. Off target with his 3. Warriors trailed by 5. Down low. Here's Thompson. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Thompson's got 6 points. Rockets have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Harden outside. Terry outside. And it's Terry again missing.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Thompson with the bucket.
You can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
The Rockets shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. Green with the block, and they get it back. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
That's the risk you run by staying out there as he picks up his 3rd.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Bogut comes in for Festus Ezeli, and it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Joey Dorsey's checked in for Houston. That drops. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
What great hustle defensively through 2 quarters of play, contesting everything, ready to rack up those block shots, guys.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Steph Curry's checked in for Golden State. Kicks it out to Ariza. The good-looking shot from the wing. Ariza's got it all tied up now for the Rockets.
They probably would like to get their points on the first shot, no doubt, but they keep chasing down their misses.
Well, they're being successful at it, but, you know, at the other end, they're vulnerable in transition if they don't get that rebound, so we'll see how they continue to play it.
You know, this Golden State team is clearly on the rise, but they're not without weaknesses. A bad turnover differential and free throw differential, both things that have plagued this team.
Green kicks to Bogut. Golden State moving the ball around. Barnes dishes to Curry. And it's the Rockets on the break. Harden's got the ball. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Bogut down low. Dorsey on him. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
And while we have a chance to do so, let's take a look at some of the numbers for James Harden. Second in scoring, sixth in steals, and as a distributor, he's been really effective, ranking in the top 10 in assists.
And Steve, you look at that scoring average. I mean, he's been fantastic. Absolutely one of the most dangerous, lethal scorers in the NBA right now.
.153 left to play in the first half.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
And here we go. Here's Jones. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Just a horrible job of boxing out.
Yeah, it's not hard. I mean, come on. You got to box your guy out.
On its way from Curry for 2. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Curry's got 20.
Boy, they're knocking down the long-range shots. A lot of those same shots they missed earlier in the first quarter. They still find themselves down here, but they're starting to make some headway into that deficit.
Well, his shot's been off today, no question. He's not the guy they're going to want to look to if they want to keep this lead where it is.
Dorsey, that's good.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Here's Curry. He's got 20. Puts it up. They kick it out to Green. The pass to Curry. Drills the three-pointer. Curry's got 12 now in this quarter.
Wow, this guy is doing an instructional video from outside out there. He's got 4 in the game, but 3 have come in this quarter.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
Houston making some changes. Josh Smith, he's checked in for a reason. Brewer comes in for James Harden. And it's Pablo Prigioni in for Jason Terry.
I'd like to see them go 2 for 1 here.
I would, too. They need to make this a quick possession and a fruitful one, too.
And it's Prigioni missing. Golden State's gotten fond of that three-point shot here in the second quarter. 4 of 9. No problems knocking that one down. And it's a 4-point Warrior lead.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Well, that's 3 of the last 5 makes, having been behind the three-point line. So, got to make some adjustments defensively.
And the basket by Brewer.
How about the response? Retaliation. Impressive, huh, guys?
I'll say exactly that as well. Nice job to recover those 3 points right away.
Outside Curry. Fires the 3. Got it off in time, but it's no close game as we wrap. And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
You know, Curry is playing extremely well. 25 points, and those 4 3-pointers he's hit have helped him, too.
Well, they'd be in a much different position in this game if he wasn't burying those long balls.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Kevin McHale. Terrence Jones is down low with Howard. Pablo Prigioni is out there with Brewer. And it's Smith in at the 3 slot. Here's Brewer. And another 3 for Houston. Here's Curry. Green kicks to Curry. He dishes it to Bogut. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam. This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see
Come
in a
on.
blowout, Kevin, or even
Oh.
an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is.
Well, I just, you know what,
he's
Kevin?
disgusting.
Come on, Kev. I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
Brewer with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Knocks it loose and stolen by Barnes. A shot by Thompson and no one's around. Off target with the open look.
You've got to like what they've been doing down there in the low post, Clark.
I do. I love it. Their rebounding has been outstanding. So important in a tight game. Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me. Executed to perfection.
I don't think you're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Well, unless you're the team getting dunked on, of course.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark.
Well, Josh Smith, one of the league's most versatile defenders. He's very strong and athletic, and he can guard either threes or fours, which gives your defense a lot of options. And they've made 3 of their first 4 shots here to start this half.
Outside Curry. The offensive rebound. And finished off by Bogut.
Rudely thrown down after the offensive rebound. He is ramped up now.
He is, you're right, and you figure this game might come down to a few of those effort plays.
Always does, Kevin.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Seems like that kind of a contest tonight.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kevin, Steve Kerr taking over as head coach of the Warriors, a 5-time NBA champion. His focus is on creating sustained success. He said, we've got a chance to be really good for the next decade. Let's just take a swing every year and be consistent with our efforts, and we'll have our chances. And we get to watch them, Kevin.
Looking to build something that'll last. Thank you, Doris. Here's Harden. It's rebounded by Golden State. And Smith, a terrific shot blocker. His great athleticism making an impact every time he steps on the floor.
Yeah, just a guy that I think does a really good job filling up the stat sheet. I mean, steals, assists, and he'll give you some highlight reel, too.
Terry, the pass to Harden. Bogut against Howard. Ariza has the open look. Drills it from outside. Ariza's got 16 points.
And we've seen a few mix-ups defensively out there on the perimeter.
More than a few. I mean, the open looks they've allowed from long range have turned into a lot of points. He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a 3 yet after the tremendous first half he had.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, Dwight Howard, one of the more criticized stars over the past few seasons. He says he's motivated by his critics. And he's had more than a few. Howard, playing with a chip on his shoulder, he feels he has a lot to prove.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Azili's checked in for Bogut. Lee comes in for Draymond Green. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Thompson with it, and it's Howard picking him up. Thompson with the bucket.
That's been a great day for him, and if you remember, he gave them a huge performance their last time out as well.
And for Dwight in Orlando, I think he might have done some things differently. Los Angeles was a tough situation, not really of his making. That was created by external forces, I think. And once he did decide to leave, it got worse. And really was beyond his control in many ways. His toughness was questioned, his basketball IQ kind of became a personal attack on him, which wasn't quite fair. A little bit, I can understand why he might hold a grudge.
The Warriors making a switch here. Barbosa's checked in to the middle. Got a piece of it. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession.
19 seconds on the shot.
So it's the Warriors now. It's a 3-point game. And for Dwight Howard, there are always going to be ruffled feathers when you leave a city behind. Certainly that was the case in Orlando and Los Angeles.
Yeah, and there may have been some indecision as well that led to that media frenzy. The story just wouldn't go away, but I think in the end he ended up exactly where he needed to be, with an up-and-coming team in a good city, in a comfortable environment with a good young talent base around him. Now, normally that's a shot people make, but that's not really his bread and butter there.
Livingston, that's good. Now a timeout called by Houston. Well, the Rockets, wouldn't you say, are really to be commended, Clark, for rebuilding this team without tearing it down with the studs or tanking, if you will.
Yeah, absolutely, Kevin. I mean, they've improved dramatically with Harden and Howard. But this is a team that's held the winning record in the West now for 8 straight seasons. That's pretty impressive.
It is. Steph Curry's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. The Warriors trailing. On its way from Curry for 2. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
Personal foul.